Twisted Fate, Episode 3. Jane's fingers trembled as she stared at the phone. The image refused to make sense. Uncle Sam. At the accident scene? Before anyone else arrived? Before the police? Her breathing became uneven. No, this isn't real, she whispered. But deep inside, she knew it was. The door creaked slightly. Jane quickly hid her phone under the pillow. Footsteps. Slow, careful. Someone was outside her room. Her heart pounded. The handle moved, then stopped. Silence. Jane didn't breathe. After a few seconds, the footsteps faded away. The next morning felt heavier than usual. Jane sat quietly at breakfast. She avoided Uncle Sam's eyes, but she could feel him watching her, studying her, as if trying to read her thoughts. "Did you sleep well?" he asked. Jane forced a small nod. "Yes, Uncle." But her voice betrayed her. He noticed. He always noticed. Later that day, Jane found Tundi in the backyard. He was fixing a broken toy car, carefully, patiently. Jane sat beside him. "Tundi." He looked up. "Yes?" Jane hesitated, then asked quietly, "Do you remember the night my family died?" Tundi's expression changed. He nodded slowly. "Dad left the house that night." Jane's heart skipped. "What time?" "Late," Tundi said. "After dinner." Jane swallowed. "Did he say where he was going?" Tundi shook his head. "No, but he looked nervous." Jane's world began to shift. Everything she thought she knew was cracking. That evening, Jane finally opened her father's briefcase. Her hand shook as she pulled out the letter, the same letter she had been too afraid to read, until now. She unfolded it slowly. Her father's handwriting stared back at her. "Jane, if you are reading this, then I am already gone." Tears blurred her vision. "You must listen carefully. There are people close to us who are not who they claim to be." Jane's heart began to race. "I trusted the wrong person, and that mistake will cost me everything." Her grip tightened. "Do not trust." The letter stopped. The rest was torn off. Jane froze. Someone had removed the most important part. Suddenly, a voice spoke behind her. "You shouldn't be reading that." Jane turned sharply. Standing at the door was Auntie Vera, her eyes cold, watching. "How did you get that?" Auntie Vera asked. Jane quickly folded the letter. "It's mine." Auntie Vera stepped closer. "No," she said quietly. "That belongs to this house now." Jane's heart pounded. "That was my father's." Auntie Vera's lips curled slightly. "And your father is gone." Silence. Heavy. Dangerous. Then Auntie Vera did something unexpected. She smiled, a slow, chilling smile. "You really don't know anything, do you?" Jane's breath caught. "What do you mean?" Auntie Vera leaned closer, close enough for Jane to feel her breath. Then she whispered, "Your father was already a dead man, long before that accident." Jane's mind exploded with confusion. "What are you saying?" But Auntie Vera had already turned away. "Finish your food," she said casually, "as long as you're still allowed to stay here." Then she left. Jane stood frozen, her heart racing, her thoughts spiraling. That night, Jane couldn't sleep. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. She reached for her phone again. The unknown number, still there, waiting. After a long pause, Jane typed a message. "Who are you?" She hesitated, then pressed send. Seconds passed. Then the reply came. "Someone your father trusted." Jane's breath stopped. Another message appeared. "If you want to live, leave that house immediately." Jane's heart pounded violently. Then, a sound from outside her door. A whisper, low, barely audible. "Jane." Her blood ran cold. She slowly turned toward the door. The handle was turning, and this time, it didn't stop.